Welcome to our cat and cow video tutorial. The cat and cow movements of the spine is what we call spinal flexion and extension, where we're moving forward and back through space. And one of the biggest benefits of this is that it actually helps to mobilize the upper back, helps to relieve some neck tension, and also helps correct a little bit of the movement in the shoulders because the shoulder blades have to move forward and back through space. So we're going to go through a few of the techniques. We're going to go from the simplest variation and then advance it so that you can have a little bit more range to play with when you're teaching your students. So for this, I'm going to have a little position of my chair change. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see the movement of the spine a little bit better. And when you're starting this pose, have your students sit a little bit away from the back of the chair if they can. So we're starting up in this upright mountain pose or the seated pose where we find our equal balance between our feet, equal balance between our hips as much as that's possible. And then a gap between you and the chair. So as your spine is rounding back, there's room to move here. Okay? So this might not be possible if your participants are in wheelchairs. They may not be able to sit away from the back of the chair, and that's fine too. You'll modify as you need to, and you might just focus on the inhale and a little bit less on the exhalation. So we'll begin with the hands on the knees, right? Feet underneath the kneecaps. As you're inhaling, allow the lower back, so from the coccyx up to the crown to reach up. And then exhale, relax the shoulders, drop them away from the ears. And now we're going to initiate on an inhalation. So as you inhale, take the belly and the chest, lean it forward. Okay? And then on the exhalation, we're going to round our mid-back towards the chair or the back of the heart. Good. And we're going to repeat that action. As you inhale, belly rolls forward, chest comes forward. And then on the exhale, we're taking our mid-spine, our back, towards the chair. We're creating that curvature. So this is what we call our cat pose. We're like curling up, rounding like an angry cat. And then inhale into the cow. We're sticking the belly and the chest out and the arms slightly draw back, shoulders off the ears. Exhale to round. Good. Inhale to open or expand. Good, and then exhale, you can come back to your neutral position. So that's the most basic variation. You can pare that down. It might even look a little bit smaller of a movement depending on your people that are in front of you. And then we can advance that. We can add a little bit more action with the arms, a little bit more engagement with the upper back. So second technique that you can offer your students is to actually grip the knees a little bit. So as you're inhaling, the belly and the chest comes forward, but you're pulling back on the knees. You're creating a little bit more contraction through the muscles in the back body. So they're gripping. And then as you exhale, keep hanging onto the knees and then use them as a little bit of support as you round the spine back. So it's a little bit bigger. As you inhale, belly, chest comes forward, shoulders off your ears, elbows are pulling right into those side ribs, allowing the chest to expand. Then on the exhale, we create that roundedness, hanging onto the knees, tuck the chin down, belly to the spine, mid-back towards chair. Again, breathe in, pull. A little bit more force is used with the arms here. And then exhale, we round out and we cave. Good. Another technique you can use is drawing the arms back. So as you inhale, you can slide the arms back, create a little bit more of that extension feeling in the front body, broadening of the collarbones. And then as you exhale, reach for the knees again, create that curvature, belly in, chest rounded, head relaxed down. Again, we'll do a couple like that. Breathe in, drag back, shoulders off the ears, elbows to your side ribs, and then exhale, we round it out. Good. Again, breathe in. Give the little squeeze with your elbows to your sides, and then exhale, we round it out. Good. And then inhale back to your center position, and you can exhale here. So those are all the easiest variations to play with, just depending on the level of participation of the group that you're teaching. And then we can add another element to this. So we're adding a chest expansion and a rounding, so the arms are going to be more involved. And this is a little bit more, I wouldn't say advanced, but it's not suitable for all people, but you can pick and choose what you need as you start designing your classes. So hands will come to the heart in this variation. Okay. And then on the inhalation, as we're coming forward to our cow pose, the arms reach out. So we add this element of chest expansion. Roll the thumbs away. Try to broaden across the front side of your body, and then on the exhalation, curve the spine back. So same position, but this time the thumbs lock, palms press, and we're reaching and shooting the arms forward, allowing the spine to round back so our shoulder blades feel like they're pulling apart. And then repeat it as you inhale, roll forward, belly, chest, we're rolling forward, arms come back. And then on the exhalation, we're making that curvature, crossing the thumbs, pressing to palms, and curling back. Again, we'll do 2 more here. Breathe in. Feel the expansion. You can even squeeze your shoulder blades towards each other. And then on the exhalation, feel the shoulder blades pulling apart as the arms are shooting forward. And seal up the hands. You might see people without the contact here. Encourage them to press in, because that helps to allow that musculature in the back to stretch out. As you inhale, take the opening. Roll the thumbs nice and wide. You can even spread the fingers if you want to. And then on the exhalation, make that curve. Close the palms, round the spine back, draw the lower belly in. On the inhale, we're going to come up to neutral. And then just exhale here. You can do a couple wiggles in and out of this posture. If you have people in front of you that are very severely rounded forward, so we call this increased kyphosis. Sometimes if they're stuck there, it could be a hunchback position where their head kind of drops forward and they really have to struggle to look up. You can avoid the roundedness and just work with the inhalation. As you inhale, whatever variation with the arms, let them draw their belly and chest forward, get the extension, and then exhale back to neutral. And if I was doing this with the hands on the knees, it might look like this. Breathe in, spine forward, belly and chest. On the exhale, come back to neutral, settle. If I was using the arms, I might breathe in, go to your expansion. And then on the exhale, bring the palms back towards the prayer, or you can land on your lap. So there's lots of ways you can play with this and start to tailor it for the people that are in front of you. I hope this has been helpful, and have fun practicing.